All right, what's up, guys? It's your boy Jay coming back again with another video. And today we're going to get into Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is being sued for $5 million. Before we get started, make sure you guys smash that like, that thumbs up is much appreciated. And of course, if you are new, subscribe to the channel for more sports content just like this. All right, so I want to preface this story with quick disclaimer. I do not support violence against anybody. I do not support abuse. I do not support any kind of assault towards anybody. If you are convicted of a crime, you should be tried and get your just due for whatever you do if you do it. Now, moving forward, I will say that if someone is accusing someone of doing something that they did not do, they should receive some kind of punishment as well. Punishment as well. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the story. So, stories from people. Mike Tyson is facing, I'm not going to use the word, but I'll just say crime. You guys can see it on the screen. Mike Tyson is facing crime allegations from a woman who claims she met the former professional boxer during a night out at a New York dance club in the 1990s, in the early 1990s. In an affidavit filed by an anonymous woman in New York's Albany County Court on January 5th, she states, "I met Mike Tyson in the early 1990s at a dance club called September's. My friend and I were hanging out with him and his limousine driver. Tyson told us about a party and asked us to join him. My friend was going to drop off her car, and Tyson said he would pick her up in the limousine." Now, just to stop there for a minute, I feel like these stories always start off the same, right? Hey, they invited us to this party, um, or hey, like we were all at the club hanging together, and they invited us back to the hotel. These stories always start off this way. So I guess my question is this: if you're hanging around somebody in a nightclub, or during like a night scene or whatever, what do you think is going to come from someone asking you to basically leave the club and hang out with them? I'm just curious. What are most people thinking? Um, in a sense, as far as, is it just going to be like a good time? We're just going to hang out more and have a few more drinks somewhere else. I mean, we're already in the place where we could be doing just that. So I guess what happens, or what do you think is going to happen, or what do you want to happen? These are the kind of questions I think we have to start asking people. But we're going to keep going. It says, according to the affidavit, the woman then got into Tyson's vehicle and was allegedly touched by the professional boxer. I told him no several times and asked him to stop, but he continued to attack me. He then pulled my pants off and violently crimed me. Her statement continues. The court document adds that the woman is seeking $5 million in damages that include physical, psychological, and emotional injury. The lawsuit was filed under New York's Adult Survivors Act, which Governor Kathy Hochul signed into law last year. Under the regulation, a 1-year look-back window is given to survivors of crime assault that occurred when they were over the age of 18 to sue their abusers regardless of when the abuse occurred. A representative for Tyson 56 did not immediately respond to people's request for comment. It's a terrible picture of you, Mike. Absolutely terrible. Whatever he's being accused of, he looks like he did it just from this picture. It's really a shame. All jokes aside, Tyson made a name for himself in boxing after holding the undisputed world heavyweight championship from 87 to 1990. His first win at 20 made him the youngest player to retain the title, while still recognized as one of the greatest in the sport. His personal life has been riddled with controversy, including accusations from his first wife, Robin Givens, that he was physically abusive. He candidly admitted that the claims were valid, telling Oprah Winfrey on her show in 2009, "I have socked her before, and she socked me before as well. It was just that kind of relationship." Now, once again, it goes back to what I said. I do not support any kind of violence towards anybody. Um, and it's really unfortunate that a professional boxer would have to put his hands on a woman, um, be it his wife at that. Other points of legal trouble for Tyson included a 1992 crime conviction for which he served 3 years in prison, biting off the year of Evander Holyfield. During 1997 rematch, a prison stint in 99 for assaulting two motorists, and again briefly in 2007 for possession of drugs and driving under the influence. So, before I give my final thoughts on this, I want to share this as well. This is the Adult Survivors Act. And this is very important to see and understand. So this was back in May. It says Governor Kathy Hochul today signed the May of 2022. Governor Kathy Hochul today signed the Adult Survivors Act S.66A A.648A, creating a 1-year look back window for survivors of crime assault that occurred when they were over the age of 18 to sue their abusers, regardless of when the abuse occurred. Goes in the quote, says, "Today we take an important step to empowering survivors across New York to use their voices and hold their abusers accountable." Now, like I said, if you do a crime, you should be held accountable, and you should be tried, and you should be punished for it. But what happens to the people that state things that aren't true? What happens to the people that make false allegations? You know, a lot of we're seeing, we've seen it from time to time again. What happens to these people that say someone did something, the person, we find out down the line this person didn't do it. Their career is basically lost because of what was said. Their reputation is ruined because of what was said. But there's no recourse for that. There's no way for them to get back that money that was lost. There's no way for them to fix their reputation because once it's tarnished, it's tarnished. But on the flip side, this is Mike Tyson, right? He's been convicted of crimes before, including he's been convicted of the crime that he's being accused of right now. So, I guess my message is this, guys and gals alike. We got to do better as a society. We have to do better as a society. We have to stop putting ourselves in situations that these kind of things can happen. It's the bottom line. We got to do better. And it's really unfortunate because there's a lot of athletes who people look up to, no matter the issues they have or the things that they went through over the years, because you try to give people a second chance. And I think Mike Tyson was on maybe his fourth or fifth chance. You know, I think I'm being honest here. I think Mike Tyson was on his fourth or fifth chance. And at the end of the day, right, you can only believe in somebody so much, especially when these kind of allegations come up. So, unfortunately, Mike Tyson, you might just have to give her the money. I'm sure you got it. It's unfortunate, but I'm assuming that she was actually around you, and the potential that this situation may have happened is probably very high. But I don't agree with the fact that someone should be able to come back and sue anybody for something that happened 30 years ago. If they did it, call the cops, do what you got to do, handle it at that time. Don't wait 30 years when you're broke and you need some money. You're like, you know what? This happened to me 30 years ago and I need some money right now. I think I'll reach out and sue them. So there's got to be some changes as far as that goes. With that said, guys, make sure you smash that like, that thumbs up. Let me know how you feel in the comments. Of course, subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the NFC AFC prediction video with Franklin, Jericho, and Alec. Peace out, guys. Have a good day.